Hello! Hi there, it's me, it's Dave. How's it going, my friends? God bless you. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for spending some of your time with me. We are very much on the hype train here at the Jaded Rabbit. Mortal Kombat 1 is coming out so soon, and I am super hyped for the San Diego Comic-Con reveal. Hopefully a trailer, hopefully something. I'm hoping for lots of things to be explored at the Comic-Con panel. It is, I believe, an hour long, so should be lots of good stuff to look forwards to about MK1 coming this Friday. So hyped. But I thought it would be very much prudent to take a look at this quote-unquote immersive story campaign that is one of the primary marketing communication points about this game. Like, this is what they're trying to sell players on. People who would be willing to spend, gosh, $90 here in Canada on a brand new game. It better be good. So they're trying to get your money, your dollars, with an immersive story campaign. MK11 did not have an immersive story campaign. If you recall, it was just cutscenes spiced up with a couple of fights. That's pretty much it. Nothing really felt immersive. So we are going to be taking a look at, in today's live stream, methods on how MK could be, quote-unquote, immersive in terms of gameplay, not in terms of lore. If you're not familiar, I'm not really a lore nerd. Who cares about the lore? I'm a nerd in many other ways, if you know. But yes, the gameplay is really what's important. So I'm going to be thinking about ways that would create an immersive gameplay. All because coming this Friday, like, I'm really hoping that they're going to be telling us what is the single player mode for MK1. Surely they're not going to have Towers of Time. Surely they're not going to stick with the same story format of chapters and cutscenes. Maybe they will. Who knows? But Jeff Keighley and Ed Boon at Summer Games Fest, they did say that they spent 4 years developing MK1. So it better be effing immersive. But once again, I come back to this Comic-Con announcement stating that Friday at 3:15, there will be an hour-long panel regarding Mortal Kombat 1, and it says get an exclusive first look, implying that it is going to be different from what we already know about the game. Besides my obsession with Kelly Hu and Devora, I'm really hoping Devora is going to be there, guys, please. Yes, Kelly Hu voiced Devora in MK11. This one finds it would be agreeable if she were in MK1 as well. But yes, very cool. Here we've got not only a new character reveal to be played by Kelly Hu, we're also getting an exclusive first look at gameplay. Reveal new gameplay. So I'm hoping that this will assuage all of my concerns for having an immersive gameplay, immersive story campaign. Yes, very cool. Let's start off with the first thing. It's gotta be Conquest. There is no way that a story mode would ever be immersive if you're not really able to explore the world. Having an environment that you can really run around in and see all of the things, interact, teabag, fall off the edge of the earth, exploring everywhere. I mean, that creates an immersive experience. And it's not like this did not exist in the history of Mortal Kombat. We did see it with Deception. Here you see young Shujinko exploring Earthrealm, collecting some coins, which he would then use in the crypt. Very cool. But I mean, the graphics are terrible. This is PlayStation 2 graphics. But you know what? It seems so much fun. Even in 2023, what I wouldn't give to be able to play Deception on the PC in a more legal manner. But yes, it would be amazing. So, Deception, I think, has set the bar really high in terms of what a Mortal Kombat fan can expect in terms of immersive story campaign. Alright, this guy is just running around in the fields. Pretty cool. So, once again, Deception sets the bar really high in terms of what an immersive story campaign. So when we take a look at MK1 saying it's going to have an immersive story campaign, it better have an explorable world. I better be able to run around Outworld and run around the Shaolin Temple and run around Johnny Cage's mansion. These better be explorable areas. If not, I'll be sad, but maybe I'm setting my expectations too high. Would love to know, let me know in the comments. But thank you for joining. Hey there, Hunter, I-75. Costas, when does MK2 Melina return? November 22nd. Thank you, Costas. Lovely to have you here, brother. Brian, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. Conquest, way better than World Tour. I don't know that one, guy. Did you play that World Tour? Six Legs. Hey, babes. Hey, how's it going? Love you, Six Legs. Especially your third leg. Feather Guardian. Do you think it is likely that Rain is Katana and Melina's brother in a way, and Jade become maybe Feather, maybe. All right, so yes, I think if we are going to be exploring any sort of world in a conquest mode of MK1, it is going to feature a rural Chinese village. Funnily enough, I like to play Chinese fantasy RPGs. So what you're looking at is part of Sword and Fairy 7, which features a rural Chinese village. We're not in the market, we're outside of a very fancy mansion, but we're running around. It may look a little wonky because I don't think the Elgato can properly capture all of the detail. But in 4K on the PS5, this thing is beautiful. So I'm hoping if MK1 is going to be PS5, like we're going to see some sort of very fancy world like this. Not necessarily with the overworld combat, because everything will sort of jump to 2D mode. But that's just a little idea, I think, of what I hope a Conquest in MK1 would look like. Here we've got a temple. This is where monks come to train in the martial arts. Very cool. People are flying on swords. It's beautiful. So I can only hope that if NRS is going the right way with an immersive story campaign, that there's going to be a beautiful world like this. But yes, very, very intriguing. I think that if there is a conquest mode in the game, this would be, I guess, every fanboy's dream. Okay, alright, so moving on from that, I really hope that for the single player experience, if they're hoping to make it immersive. They really need to fix whatever kind of build system they're going to have in the game. Because the augment system as it exists now, it's just not good. I mean, you have to rely on someone like me to help out with creating builds in MK11. MK11 made it so complex at the beginning. Definitely the first augment system, it was super complex. But this new system, not only is it like it's a little reduced in complexity compared to what existed in 2019 of MK11. But here, what we have is a half-baked system. Really, the single player got separated. You can't put augments on AI battle, making AI battle just completely unplayable once you get to top tier play because you don't have the augments to compete, unfortunately. Also, this new system, it's still really hard to deal with, especially on the side of NRS. QA testing, figuring out how their own system works. It seems like the testing was not done. They were constantly doing patch updates. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I covered all of the patch updates. Jaded Rabbit patch. Yes. Okay, oh wow, you can find all my videos if you type in Jaded Rabbit. Wow, super cool. But yeah, there were lots of patches to update single player. So I'm hoping that with this immersive story campaign, they create a system that's more easily understandable. And I think Street Fighter 6 does a really good job of this. Street Fighter 6, as you can see here, the system is way more simpler. Compared with augments, you have to navigate specifically into hidden menus to see. You can see all of your augment equivalents in Street Fighter 6 very easily. Also, they make it fun. You can duplicate all of the different effects that you want, whereas with Mortal Kombat 11, you can't. So I'm hoping that with MK1, either they just get rid of the whole entire build potential, just remove augments altogether. Or if they include augments, they just make it easier to understand for the casual player. Because if they are devoting resources into something that people won't use, is it a waste of resources? Maybe. It could be considered that. But yeah, the simple system of Street Fighter 6 is really great to use to even create one-shot builds. It seems like MK11 NRS, they didn't like any one-shot builds, because when I sent them vids of my one-shots or my crazy finds, suddenly these things would become nerfed. Oh yeah, I think one of the best things that did get nerfed... Let's see if we can find it. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is amazing. This is one fun aspect of single player in MK11. Do you see what's happening with Liu Kang? Oh boy, this is really cool. Look at it. I sent this to the devs and they're like, no, this has gotta go. It's gotta get patched. Look at Liu Kang. OMG. Okay, we got Liu Kang again. Oh, it's another match. Look at this. He's floating in the air. It's so good. OMG. Okay, so single player used to be really cool in MK11. If you're playing it now, it's a neutered version in MK11 now. It used to be really cool. So I hope that they don't nerf single player. I hope that they really have a lot of very fancy build potential, but maybe in a more simple to understand way, because this would get people immersed in the story if you can customize your characters to be more powerful. This is the essence of an RPG. Really immersing yourself in a game, but you need something where there's stats, where there's buffs, where there's perks that really make it crazy. Yes, crazy like this. Oh boy. So yes, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining along. But yeah, fatal counter. I think Street Fighter is a great way of going forward. This method of augments, because it's just easier, simple, nice to understand, and see at a glance. Also, it encourages you to try because you want to put as many of these things on. Feather, I believe Kelly will voice a different character. Perhaps. Maybe. We'll have to find out on Friday. That one guy, I hope augments don't make a return. LOL. I mean, like, I like augments. They're okay. How did you find my channel? It's all about augments. Feather, I have the 3D era games on PS2, but only played Deadly Alliance. Oh boy. Although I did finish Armageddon on the Wii. Pretty cool, Feather. I would love to play Deception. That's a fun one. JJ, hey there, brother. Thank you for joining. OMG, we are not only the Jaded Rabbit, we are DJ Jaded Rabbit. Yes, please enjoy this musical stylings from Bihan, perhaps? I felt very bad that we did not include Noob Saibot on the roster. I think one of the goals of the roster predictions was to end up with more ninjas, and how could you not have the Black Ninja? This is what I'm missing. Yeah, very crazy. Hopefully you enjoy.
You won't see him, but you'll feel him. Without warning, Noob is coming. Listen. Noob Saibot pulls me closer, we're teleporting through the night. His touch makes me lose all control as the shadows come alive. We move in falling darkness where the weak have come to die. Two shadows move in harmony, we make the angels cry. Beyond shadow lover, Noob has got a boner. Beyond shadow lover, better get a rubber.
Yes, if we can't have Noob Saibot on the imaginary roster, then we can have him in sing-song form. Alright, wow, so I think, like, two ways that we would get a really immersive story campaign is by having a Conquest style where you adventure around the world, around the map. I think another way to really improve upon what they have presented is to have a simplified form of buffing your characters, understanding buffs, bonuses granted through things like augments. Yes, augments are... I can't imagine that they wouldn't have the game without augments. It seems like they would be there. If anything, I hope it exists in a different form that's easy to understand, maybe something tied to gear pieces. I really like the strategy of Street Fighter 6, where it's collect a certain item and you're going to get a certain buff. Whereas MK11 had it way too complex. You had to get the buff separately from the item. Yeah. Okay. Another thing that would really make the game more immersive here is if we did not have RNG. So one thing that you may not have noticed from my recent video, You Will Never Complete MK11, is that there are many hours of just getting nothing from the game. Any game that relies on RNG to accomplish things like collecting items, collecting buffs, collecting gears, collecting skins, any of that nonsense, it should not be restricted by RNG. RNG does not lead to an individualized, personalized experience. It leads to player frustration. I can't imagine a more soul-crushing experience than just collecting RNG through based on RNG mechanics. I did all of the collecting for augments a long time ago, many years ago now at this point, but I can totally relate that even besides like what you're seeing here, collection of icons, that there are collection of augments, and getting those augments is really tough. So I'm hoping that whatever stuff that they got in the game, that it's just easier to acquire in a more meaningful experience. How could they accomplish this in an immersive story campaign? Well, the first way would be to have quests, story missions that actually reward you with the things that you want. Oh, for instance, many games like The Witcher 3. Oh, I should have got a little clippy of that. But The Witcher 3 has a really stupidly in-depth side mission about finding a woman's cooking pan. I remember it was some cooking utensil. Very long. Every part had super long dialogue. It definitely immersed me in the story of The Witcher 3 because I still recall that. So I hope that they have, within this Conquest mode, story missions that are available from Katana, from Raiden, if we are going to explore the world, as it were, in MK Deception. There better be NPCs in the overworld to interact with, as it was in Deception. So, more side missions, more missions with Raiden, with Liu Kang. This would actually make you feel immersed in the story. Now, in terms of main playable character, I feel, if anything, it would be amazing to experience an overworld, a Mortal Kombat 1 3D area, as all of the characters on the roster. That would save NRS the need to actually design and personalized avatars, a character creator, worry about balancing it, because I'm sure that would be a huge worry. it would be easy to just allow us to play as the characters. They also say that we are going to see these characters like we've never seen them before. How could this be accomplished truly with having NPCs and playable characters in an open world? This is my hope. This is my desire. If they are going to make people have to transition from the PlayStation 4 to the PS5, there is no excuse for not having a Deception-like overworld with NPCs. Very, very, very intriguing. All right, so, we got to remove the RNG, have those NPCs that you can interact with to give you side quests, to give you the augments that you want in a more meaningful way. This would allow you to have a more personalized experience. So another way that we really do need a more personalized experience that I think we have been lacking for a very long time. It is the mini game. Why are there no mini games? Test Your Might has been a thing since MK1. It is a wonderful thing. And I do remember childhood mini games were always the thing that I would want to play instead of the main game. For things like on the N64, I remember mini games in, what was it? Mario Party? It was going over to friends' houses and playing these mini games. These are the memories I have. So I would love mini games. Mini games are intrinsically going to create a more immersive experience, because when you get tired of the main story quest, the main missions, the cutscenes, you can always escape to something fun. And what would be more fun for the MK fanboy than Test Your Might? So Test Your Might better appear in this MK1, something like what we are seeing here. This would be amazing. However, I'm open to other ideas, right? Like, it doesn't only have to be Test Your Might. It could be a collection of 4 mini games, 5 mini games. You know who did that recently? Street Fighter 6. MK1 better have mini games. Mini games are so much fun. But I think, like, even if they went the route of chess combat, I mean, like, I'm a nerd. I would play chess combat. Chess combat is fun. And once again, this is something that's coming from Deception. Like, Deception set the bar really high in terms of what we should expect in terms of an immersive story campaign. This is immersive. You could spend hours playing chess, right? And not only do you get to play with your favorite characters, we've got, oh wow, Raiden as the king, Tanya as the queen, Melina as the rook. Wow. That's so cool. I mean, why can't we have this? Right? Mini games. We need mini games in MK1 for it to feel immersive. All right. Okay. So let's just review what we've already covered here. We need a Conquest style world where we can explore a 3D area. This is PS2 graphics. We need it updated to look beautiful for PS5 graphics. I need my Chinese village to look, if not like this, better. Way better. So Fengjian village better be explorable. It better be beautiful. Also, we better be able to interact with NPCs to get side missions, to get the stupid augments, to get whatever stupid crap they want us to collect in the game. There better be meaningful missions. That way the rewards feel meaningful. That's when you are immersed in a story that you can remember, oh, hey, I remember I got that, like, gear piece or that costume from doing that really long mission. Yeah, that felt rewarding. Like, I need that. If it's that is immersive. If they don't have that, it's going to be a huge crime. And I think we should be very let down if we don't have things like this in the MK1 gameplay. Also, mini-games. Where are the mini-games? There better be mini-games. Mini-games really do allow you to feel immersed in a story, because it, instead of playing some other game, you can just test your might, right? Yikes. All right, so yes, huge tall asks, I suppose, because MK11 was kind of lacking. I think we can all accept that. MK11 was kind of lacking in terms of the single player experience, right? So, for the single-player experience to really feel immersive, I think it has to have these things. Boo, MK11. You got Towers of Time. You've also got Story Campaign. How long have you spent in story? Like, just watching cutscenes. Yikes. You play it once, and that's it, right? You have no reason to go back to it to explore. A world is something that you can explore. Minigames are something that you can seek out high scores for, especially if there's a meaningful reward tied to doing certain quests. Oh boy, Street Fighter 6 was really good. Street Fighter 6 kind of ticks all of these boxes. All right, so I think that brings us to the last way that I really feel that this MK1 game needs to be immersive. But before that, we've got to sing song. Because this is DJ Jaded Rabbit. We've got songs. Alright, here we go. Because I'm just really feeling Noob Saibot, I have this wonderful song by Britney Spears. 2 noobs plus 1 me equals threesomes. Beautiful.
On his mind, Solnado kept him young. His shadow is alive and surprisingly hung. Nightmare or dream, Noob Saibot for the win. And when we make a team, his shadow's joining in. Are you in? Shadow clones kiss like Swayze and Ghost. Are you in? His shadow is black where it matters the most. 1, 2, 3, Noob is shadow and me. We're gonna get freaky in the dark when no one sees. Counting 1, 2, 3, Eiffel Towered in Paris, spinning like rotisserie. Everybody loves Noob.
I love that one. Spinning like rotisserie. And I mean, he's literally spinning. Double entendre. Yes, beautiful. Alright, so yeah, I am really wanting to feel some sort of connection with the various characters if it's going to be immersive, right? Like, it's got to be more than just cutscenes. It's got to be some interaction with the character. One thing that I am very interested by is the fact that there are no real intro dialogues, really, within MK1. For some reason, MK1 Classic Towers, there are no intro dialogues. MK1 PvP, the dialogue is shortened, greatly reduced. It's them with their arms crossed, and they say one sentence each. It's very short. I don't even think like the characters are, razzing each other as they should be in an intro dialogue. So where are these writers? Where are the writers? What are they doing? Where did the writers go? Where have they been put to work in this MK1 game? So I am really hoping that they have built in some sort of mechanic where you can increase bond potential with the various characters of MK1. So imagine that as you do quests for Katana in the overworld, she'll eventually, she'll talk to you more. There'll be more dialogue options. I'm kind of hoping that this is where the writers have gone. That the writers have gone into making quest dialogue, interaction dialogue. That way you will see the character in a different way than ever before. Really, this is how they would satisfy this tall order of immersive story campaign. Oh? Wait, the words aren't appearing. Do you see that? I glitched the website. Normally, as you scroll over it, the words appear. But it looked like as I was scrolling over it, the words disappeared. So yes, if we are going to have an immersive story campaign, characters like you've never seen them before, I have a crazy theory. So alright, let's see what you guys are saying before we get to that. Hunter, Pink Ninja versus Black Robot in MK1, who you think will win? Think about it, Dave. Pink Ninja. Did I think about it long enough? Feather Guardian, imagine if Noob became playable as DLC. Yeah, that would be great. We do need Noob. Now that I think about it, we need Noob. Costas, so, infinite time crystal glitch. Check out the community tab. Costas, now that you're part of the Bunny family, you do get access to the secret posts, and in the secret posts you'll find links to the secret glitches, the secret videos. So yes, please do check out the community tab. I'll make a welcome post for you very soon. Thank you for joining. Feather, out of all YouTubers, you cover MK11 than anyone else, and you show me that this game is a curse. And sure. And then fun and enjoyable game? Yes, it is a wonderful game. Let us enjoy the games. SWW, Chess Combat was my favorite. Yes, I do enjoy Chess Combat. Feather, there's a hint in the Scorpion and Johnny fight in MK11. Oh, MK1 that you can see in the bar, that the more you play the character, you can unlock. Intriguing? I need Conquest mode. Where is that? Costas, your voice is nice. Aw, thank you. Wow, the vocals. Love. OMG, I'm glad you enjoy the sing-songs. How do you do the infinite time crystal glitch? Oh, okay, I think I answered that. Yeah, check out the community tab. Wow, okay, so crazy. This is the last thing that I really hope for an immersive story campaign. Have you ever played Yakuza? I got real Yakuza nostalgia while playing Street Fighter 6. And Yakuza had a date mechanic. I want to go on a date with Katana. Who doesn't? I think it would be hilarious. So if you want us to be immersive in the story campaign, like, let people have their waifus. Let people date Sindel. Let people date. Serena or Natara or Tanya or Shiva. Yes, let us have this option. So Yakuza Kiwami is great. Like, you can have like, as you're seeing, like, you have full motion video of like sexy date night. Imagine if you got full motion video after doing a long series of quests for Katana, and it would be some chick in Katana cosplay, and now she's like asking, any poses you're hoping for? I'm down with whatever you're into. Not that you can choose your dialogue for the sexy date night. So yeah, I really need something like this in MK1. This would make me feel so immersed in the storyline. How's this to start? If this is the start, I can't wait for the end. This is amazing. Guys, we need this. We need dates. We need date mechanic. If it's not as racy as Yakuza, perhaps it would be like extra dialogue with Street Fighter 6. You guys know that I've been really enjoying Street Fighter 6. But it would be cool if they have something like this. And it's not only this in Yakuza. Like, you actually have to like go on like missions with the girl, and you have to like impress her. Yeah, okay. Oh wow, you get to choose a lot in Yakuza. So yes, it would be great if we had something like this. Another game that I used to play that had really like racy date mechanic, it was Fate Extella. I really loved Fate Extella, the Umbral Star, because you could have a bond affinity that you would raise with each of the characters on the roster, and if you satisfied them enough, you would be in a bath with them for some reason. Can we have something like this in MK1? This is really like my dream list of what we should hope, expect. Maybe not quite as racy as either Yakuza or Fate Extella, but I would love it if you had some sort of interaction with the different characters on the roster. Could you imagine doing this with Liu Kang? Whoa. Whoa. That would be cool. He would, like, all parts of him would be flamey. I love it. Okay, so yes, immersive story campaign. Let's just recap once again what would be the most ideal way of making the MK1 story campaign immersive. It would be to have a deception-like overworld where you can travel the realms, travel the locations. So, like, in my mind, I'm seeing them transport between Johnny Cage's mansion, going to Fengjian Village, and then going to the Shaolin Temple. Like, this is... It's not Shaolin Temple. What is it? White Lotus? whatever nomenclature they use in Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat world. So yeah, it would be really cool if they did this. Also, it needs to be like really beautiful. Like, check out how beautiful it looks at this Chinese fantasy RPG with a open explorable world. It needs to look like this. This creates an immersive experience. Not at all looking at in terms of what the story is. Just if it looks like this, if it feels like this, you are going to feel immersed. Another way that they can make the immersion better is by not having hard to understand systems. And this might be like a UI design thing, because the way that Street Fighter 6 does augments is very simple, very easy. I don't think people would get very confused about it. It's way better. It's way better. MK11 had way too much complexities about the augment system. So having it more simple, I think that would be better for absolutely everyone. They would also make it better by removing RNG. Like, the collection of things in a game should not be dictated by how many hours you can spend doing the same thing and getting nothing. Like, that's stupid. No. Instead, they should have quests. Quests where you interact with the different NPCs in a very deception style. This would be the best way of going forward with creating an immersive story campaign. That would be memorable, as opposed to what we got with MK11 RNG. It means a lot more to complete a side mission and get a reward from that, as opposed to doing something over and over and over repeatedly, hoping to get a skin, hoping to get a gear piece, hoping to get an augment. Like, no, that's terrible. Also, moving forward from that, it better have mini games. Like, we need the mini games. The mini games are important. Without something like this, there is no escape. There is no escapism. Escapism into a game is what you get when you are fully immersed in a game. So yes, having test your might, I think, is a bare minimum. I think we should have more than just test your might. It should be chess combat. It should be motor combat. It should be booby combat. Like, it should be this. OMG, guys. Like, where are the dating sim aspects? So if we can't have like this full-on FMV of taking pictures on a date night, then we at least need dialogue interaction. And I think we are going to see the characters from MK1 in a way that we've never seen before, because I'm hoping that it's an overworld with NPCs. You talk to them, they talk back to you. So this all brings me to a tweet that Mr. Ed Boon had within the last couple of hours. He says here, the other day I was going through airport security and a TSA agent randomly said to me, I thought Deception had the best story. Everybody has their favorite. I don't think that's like opinion, Ed Boon. There is no like waffling about it. Deception had the most to offer in terms of an immersive story campaign. But why is he including pictures of Mortal Kombat Deception if MK1 is not going to be like MK Deception? I am feeling like, based on this tweet, based on my desires and hopeful wishing, that MK1 will be revealed at San Diego Comic-Con to include Conquest mode, to include minigames, to include all of the wonderful aspects of Mortal Kombat Deception, but updated in MK1. I think that would be really the most interesting, immersive story campaign. And if that was truly the situation, I think a lot of people would feel better about their favorite not being a main playable character. So what if you don't have your favorite I can't say Jade. So what if you can't have your favorite Sonya to be a main playable character? at least you can interact with these characters in ways that you never could before. Another interesting thing, too, about the whole cameo mechanic, it would be cool if when you're exploring the world, that it's not only just you, but you and your cameo partner are running through the world. That would be actually really amazing about the cameo mechanic. And then, like, when you get into the fights, you switch to, like, a 2D screen, and your cameo is there with you. That would be utterly amazing. Utterly amazing. However, this is all just, like, hopeful wishing. Tall orders, tall asks. Yeah. I'm hoping that this is what we're getting. But, Ed Boon has been tweeting more and more things about MK Deception. I think people have definitely told him that MK Deception, yeah, they were correct. Yeah, MK Deception was really, really amazing. Definitely has the best story, especially when it came towards Jade and Tanya's rivalry. Yes, a game with both Tanya and Jade. That's what I predict with MK1. I think it would be exactly like drawing upon MK Deception to create this immersive story campaign that we are being sold as a marketing piece for MK1. Okay, alright, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining along. J for a chance at Sindel's coconuts. Yes, I agree. What name should I get for 2 new characters in MK1? Pink Ninja and Black Robot Ninja. Pink Ninja? I don't know. I was thinking about something like mythology related, because Shiva is like a Hindu god, not a goddess, but a god. Yeah, but like the cyborg has got to be like LK 6969, LK 420, something like that. Okay. Costas, honestly, I would date Rain. He is very handsome. Be honest thought as well. Very true, Costas. Date Draman, OMG. Yeah, you know what? We need more dates. I think we all need more dates. It would be great if they really did have like a date mechanic a la Yakuza. This is such a great game, guys. You would play it only for the mini games. Cassie and Jackie were in MK11. There's 50-50 Kung Jin will be DLC. God, I despise this character. I'm not a huge fan of Kung Jin, but if the retcon is suitable, I'll enjoy it. Hi Dave, can you re-upload Infinity Crystal Glitch? Maybe. Feather, Deception, MK9, and MKX has the best stories in the franchise. See, like, MK9 and MKX, like, the story is just cutscenes, though. Like, is that, I guess, like, if you're calling that the story of a game, that's it. But, like, the single player, for me, is a story. It's the experience. Because, honestly, like, Street Fighter 6 story sucks. Like, the actual cutscene part. Like, does it make sense? No. Do you enjoy it? No. But the gameplay. It's the gameplay that I'm interested by. This gameplay here, God, this is great. This is top notch. This is what we need in MK1. Just with Katana. Imagine if it was this girl holding fans. Her Jade holding a huge pole. OMG. It's Katana on OnlyFans. I would love it. Anyways, so yeah, these are the things that I'm looking forwards to with an immersive story campaign. But I would love to hear from you what you would like to see in this immersive story campaign. Do you think we are going to get just cutscenes? Are we going to get the same structure as MK11? Or do you think slash wish slash hope, because I certainly don't know. I am just hoping, I am just wishing, praying that we get something like MK Deception, where you can explore the world, NPCs, and go on dates. And have a mini game. Yes, this is what I'm hoping for. But if you enjoyed this, a like, a comment, a subscribe really goes a long way with supporting the channel. And of course, if you would like to support the channel even more, huge shout outs, huge loves to my Jaded Bunny family. You guys help keep me alive here. You also get access to my infinite time crystal glitch, but also I celebrate your birthday with you. Like, if you like the Noob Saibot songs, I'll make you a sing song for your birthday. But yes, much love to our newest brother, Costas. Love you, Costas. Thank you for joining. Also, much love to John Lee, John Clark, Danny Slaw Energizer, Pro Gamer, J4, Among Us Gamer, Kenneth, Cara D, Kokomo Joe, A.G. Miller, Coffee Gamer, Lucy Little Thunder, Boots Alexander, Jonah, Eric, Chloe, Blood Ferox, Chaka Corn, Airy, Michael K, Darkside, Trokar, Ghoul, Mark Danny, O Gamer, Michael G, Swishbish, Ilkid, Snoopy Blind FGC, Albus Christus Mortis, Yuri, Erdem, Calum, JJ, Dr. Eggman, Alina, Acenonics85, Alan, Siderem, Ragnar, Rian Chaos, and Queen, Molina. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, oh boy, we've had ourselves some fun today. Predicting, hoping, wish listing what is to be included in this immersive story campaign. Yes, but we can only hope. Let's see what you guys are saying. God bless you. Really, thank you for joining along. Feather, have you noticed that Raiden dies in the last 2 trailers? At the end? What? No? Not sure. MK Boots. Yes, Boots is correct. It is a family exclusive. Join the fam. We have wonderful videos there. Also family only PvP. Lovely times. Hunter, I think Cassie Cage will be in the return. MK, Dave, when you gonna face reveal? LOL. LOL, maybe when this video hits 1,000 likes. Please leave a like. But yes, thank you, my friends, for making it to the end. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.